Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Tia at B5 Designs, and I'm on to share my weekly haulage. And I'm going to tell you, it's not much. I just haven't, I just have Michael's and Hobby Lobby here in town, and there just isn't much that I need or want. So I just haven't been buying a lot. The Dollar Trees here are terrible. So, I did go into one, and I do have 3 orders out with Deb's deals for scrapbooking, 3 separate orders. One is the box that they say was stolen. She had to file the insurance and all of that. And then she has been away from her business for a few weeks. She was away because she had a family member that was having health issues that she needed to deal with, so she had her assistant doing things, and I got a package and it was stuff that wasn't mine. She still hasn't gotten to the bottom of that yet, but I do have the 2 orders coming. And then I'm not really sure about the one that was stolen. If I have to wait until she gets her money back from the insurance, I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. I'm just trying to be patient because I order from her all the time. And, she's really good at getting things out to me. Or if I have she's ships the orders within the 10-day time frame that pretty much everybody does. And she's always really good about answering my emails and my questions and things like that. So I'm just trying to be patient because this deal with the order, even though it was a large order, getting supposedly stolen, that's not her fault and it's not my fault. I just can't believe in the time it took for me to wake up and check my tracking and see that it was being delivered today, and me going back and checking, hey, I wonder if it's been delivered yet, because I know generally what time my mail comes, and seeing that yes, it was delivered. This happened within a 20 to 30 minute time frame. I went out to my mailbox and it wasn't there. So I don't know. I've had mail misdelivered before. But the people are really good about bringing it back or bringing it to me like it was delivered to the wrong house. And I had one time when a package didn't show up, and coincidentally it was from Deb's, and I turned it in like I did this time, and the mail lady was all over it, and she found it. It had been misdelivered. And I think that's probably what happened this time too. And the post office, for whatever reason, we don't have the same mail person every day like it used to be. And they have different people that deliver your boxes. It's weird. It's just not like what it used to be. So I turned it in, and I don't think they even investigated it. They just told me, oh, it says it was delivered. You're going to have to file a police report, and then contact the person that you bought it from and give them the police report so they'll give you your money back. So I contacted her and said, hey, she's like, oh my gosh, no, you don't have to file a police report. And so anyway, in the meantime, I ordered a couple of stamps through Walmart, and this says CHG Craft on it. Make handicraft easier. Anyway, it's like a bouquet of hearts, and I just thought that was so cute and would be so fun to stamp out and color. And then this one obviously is a balloon bouquet, and then little hearts, and it says happy birthday and love and you make me proud. I thought that was very cute. And then I got this one, which this doesn't say. I will tell you that these took a hot minute to get here. So one came one day and the other came the next day, which is fine. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't care. So I'm trying to find. This one just says forever, and it's not really showing up very well, and I cleaned my lens off, but it's just a girl holding a gift, and I thought this would be really cute to color up. And then this one, she's holding a whole bunch of gifts, and it says forever and do you love me, whatever. It's like Krabby Friday or something. But these are so cute, and they'd be cute to stamp out and color up in Christmas colors and put on tags. At least that's what I think. Christmas is the time of year where I like to do tags. I try to do some every year and gift them to my daughter-in-laws, which my one daughter-in-law uses them as tags for our gifts, which I'm like, no, use them for tags for other people's gifts. And then my other daughter-in-law, by the time I get them to her at Thanksgiving, now that she's going to be the mommy of 3, I don't know. Baby's not due till February, but because of her issues, she'll probably have them in January. So I don't know how quickly things are going to go for her now, because being a mommy of 2 is busy, or being a mommy of 1 is busy. So but she usually has most of the gifts bought and wrapped and everything by Christmas or by Thanksgiving. And that's usually, even though I don't see my youngest son and his wife and kids on Thanksgiving, because they go to her parents' house, I usually give them, like, they might come that weekend or whatever, and we'd give them to her then. So she saves them for the next year. Anywho, here we go. I'm just gonna get it over with. I'm gonna rant, okay? I'm gonna rant about Michaels. I am so furious with them, you guys. It's not even funny. Please explain to me why they say when you go online to look and maybe place a in-store pickup order, and they say we have 5 of these paper pads available, order now, you can pick it up today, or you can pick it up tomorrow, or whatever. Why? They don't have them. I went in the store because I thought, well, I'm just going to go in the store because I'd like to look at some of the others. I had a voucher. Nowhere to be found. It even said what aisle they were in. No, they didn't have them. They had boxes all over the place. I mean, all over the place in every aisle. And I couldn't find anybody to help me. And then I had picked something out that I was going to buy that I've been wanting for a long time, and it said it was $14.99. I thought, great, I'll grab it. I got a $5 voucher plus a coupon. This will be great. Got up to the register. It rang it up 3 times because the thing was so sensitive. And then it turned out that it was not $14. And I don't know where they get off with this plastic stuff for organization. It's plastic, okay? I can go across down the road to Hobby Lobby. I think they have the same thing, for a lower price. I just didn't think of it. I wanted to use my coupon and spend my voucher before it expires. So I told her, I said, it actually rang up 3 times, and I said, and then it didn't ring up for the price that the shelf says it is, so I don't want it. And she's like, oh, okay, all happy. Didn't ask for, well, where'd you get it? We can price check it or price match it or anything. And there was more than one there, so I don't know. Anyway, so here's what I ended up buying. I wanted this sticker book because I don't have any, well, I probably do, any Thanksgiving stuff, but I just glanced at it and thought it was cute. So I got it. And then back to the tag making, I picked these up. It's 36 of them. They were $3.99. And then I used a 40% off coupon, but I think the 40% off was only good on one regular priced item. So I tried to use another one that I had that was 25% off all regular priced items. It wouldn't let me use it. But I ended up getting, I don't know. Well, first of all, I guess they were $6.49 a piece. The tag did not say that. Whatever, I'm not going there. So while I'm in the store, I decide to go ahead and order these books because they're supposed to be there. They're not. Okay, I'm thinking, well, they're probably in the back. Why do they say they are in stock? And that, you can go and hit add to cart and it'll say store pickup. There's 5 available. Anyway, so I did that and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna do that, go pay for my stuff, and I'm gonna go next door to Dollar Tree. By the time I'm done in Dollar Tree, if it's not done, then I'll go into Five Below. If it wouldn't have been done by the time I was done in Five Below, then I would have went to Bath and Body Works. Well, I'm in Dollar Tree and I decided I'm just gonna check it and see where it's at. And so I looked at it and they were all canceled. And it said they were out of stock. Canceled, not available. Canceled, not available. Canceled, not available. Canceled, not available. Oh my God. I was furious. So I finish up in Dollar Tree and I go out to my car and I'm literally parked right in front of Michael's. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call them and find out what's going on. I kid you not, you guys. I called them and it rang probably 20 to 25 times. And then it gave me an answering machine that said, sorry, there is no associate at this location available to take your call right now. Please call back at a later time. And disconnected me. Oh my God. I am a nice person. Truly, I am. I am a very laid back person. I couldn't have gone into the store because I would have not been nice. And I don't want to embarrass myself or anybody else by being, a you-know-what. I have a job where I listen to that, more than once a day. And it's ridiculous to be that way to anybody. And I even though I wanted to, I wasn't going to. So here I sit. I don't know. I don't know if I should just, what I'm worried about, I want the paper. Now, here's the thing, you guys. None of this stuff is out on the shelves. But I ordered this one online and got it like a week ago. Now, when I say online, I mean I ordered it for in-store pickup. I ordered this one online, I believe, and got it. They are not to be found in the store, but I ordered them online, and then I went into the store. This was like 2 weeks ago, and lo and behold, these were sitting there just on top of a bunch of boxes that needed unpacked, and I grabbed them, plus this. and I might have done this out of order or whatever, how it happened, but I don't understand. I don't understand. So I know they've got them. I know they have them. They're just in the back. And I know that they have certain times that they can release stuff. And I just was telling Kim at Kimbo Creations, hey Kim, if you're watching, yesterday she posted a video where she went to the store and all they had was 12 by 12s and she wanted 6 by 6s. Well, when I looked online yesterday, my store had the 6 by 6s but not the 12 by 12. Well, I will probably get a 12 by 12 in this paper, but I wanted the 6 by 6 as well. So I thought, oh great, I'm gonna get them, but instead of ordering them online last night, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna wait. Well, what it is they have them. They have no staff to unload it. I'm not kidding you guys. I walked that store 3 times and the only person I saw was the cashier up front, or the lady that was watching the front. I just don't get it. I don't. And it seems to be a problem that Michael's can't get staff, so I don't know what that is. And another one that can't seem to get staffed here in where I live. And I mean, there's not another Michael's or Hobby Lobby in a 90-mile radius. So, I mean, these people could be packing in some bucks. But if they're posting that they have stuff available and somebody drives 30, 45 minutes away and they get here and it's not available, oh boy. I mean, and I'm sorry, but most people aren't as nice as me, or a lot of people aren't as nice as me, to where they wouldn't be upset about it. But anyway, I just was like, I don't know. I don't know. I would like to know the answer. I mean, Michaels, come on, step it up. You are not. I'll shop online and not at Michaels. I will shop at scrapbook.com. I do anyway. I'll just start spending my money at other places. I just don't like to pay some of the prices. Anyway, rant over. So while I was next door in Dollar Tree, which pretty much everything I bought was $1.50, excuse me. They didn't have very much Christmas, but I picked this up because I thought I would use it either. I don't know how I'm going to decorate this year. I have a gazillion trees. I was going to sell them last year and I didn't. But I usually have a tree up on my side table, but I don't know if I'm going to do that this year. But if I do, I thought this would be cute. I'm not going to have as many trees as I usually do. I didn't last year either because it's just too much. So that was $1.50. My gosh, sorry for the crinkle wrinkle. I picked this up. I just think they'll be cute hanging from a tiered tray. And I have 2 tiered trays right now in my kitchen. And who knows if I'll put another one up or not. But I just thought this was cute. I liked it actually because of the, what is that, burlap. And they have them that say peace also. So I thought that was cute. That was about it. But I did, as far as, I didn't want any bulbs or anything. I did get these. I might already have them. Let's see. Let me grab something white. I love these. And they had cats and they had elephants. And I was like, oh, I want all of them. And I was like, no, you don't have a cat and you don't have elephants. So I think I have the elephant stickers. But these are so cute. And then I got the flowers. And like I said, I think I probably have those, but whoops. And then I saw this, and this, believe it or not, was actually only $1.25. It's not much, but my husband uses these for, he collects certain military memorabilia, like I can't get real specific, but like what do you call them? Badges or patches, other things, but and then he does shadow boxes, so he could hang them in his area, his war room, and so I thought this might be nice because he likes to use the Fabri-Tac because he doesn't want to damage something that is old. And it sticks good for him. And I gave him some of mine, and I thought, well, maybe this would work better for him. So, but they were $1.25. But I was like, Fabri-Tac, heck yeah, I like Fabri-Tac too. It works if you're a junk journaler. This works really good. Fabri-Tac works really good on junk journals. It's just a little more sturdy. So those were $1.25, and then I picked up 3 of these. I feel like I yelled that pizza containers, and Alyssa at Crafting to Cope had done a project where she made these. The lids, she designed them up like candy corn, and then, you know, was putting stuff in them for her son and her crafty friends. They were so cute, and I guess the candy corn was this way. And I said, oh, and I commented to her, I said, oh, don't you think those could be Christmas trees too? And she was like, oh yeah, that's an idea. If you guys don't know who Alyssa is, go check her out at Crafting to Cope. She's newish to me. I was introduced to her through Kim at Kimbo Creations. If you don't know who Kim is, go check her out at Kimbo Creations. I will try to leave a link. I don't know if I'm supposed to leave it in the comments or in the description or where, but I know how to do it. I just don't know where to leave it. But anyway, so I thought this would be a cute Christmas tree. So I got 3 of them. I thought I would start with 3, and instead of doing stockings this year for the grandkids, because by the time they get to their Christmas stocking, they don't care. It's just piddly stuff to them. I thought I would do these up for them, and then they can do whatever they want. When I first looked, the lids, they had this, which is clear with green, or they had blue lids, and they said stuff about pizza, and I didn't want that, and I didn't want to mess with having to take it off, because who knows if I'll really get around to doing this, because in my head I have crafts projects, and I'm like going to get them done before I start on anything else, but I'm struggling because I want to start on Christmas. But I am determined. I'm getting this Halloween thing done, which I'm almost done with. I worked on it quite a bit last weekend, so that is that. So before all of this nonsense started with Michael's, by the way, if I didn't say it, I like these wood tags, so I got 2 packs, and I will do probably most of, if my tags on the wood, and I will do some not wood, but I think what I'm going to do is go through some of my Christmas papers and pull out, most of them have tag pages, and pull some of them out and just add to them to make them look cute, kind of like what Muriel at Ms. Cooper's Coop does. If you don't know who Muriel is, go check her out. It's Ms. Cooper's Coop. Okay, so Hobby Lobby, they didn't have anything I need on sale, but I went in anyway. I really enjoy Hobby Lobby. I very rarely, I don't even think I've ever had any trouble in there. It's the only trouble I would ever have is that they might be out of stock of something that I wanted, or they're just really crowded. And I mean, that's a good thing. So, I picked these up. I know that I wanted them really badly last year. I'm a traditionally, I love the red of Christmas. I do some green bulbs and stuff like that, but to me, green doesn't show up good on the tree. And then my dining room tree is red and white, kind of candy cane gingerbread themed. But I don't think I got these last year, so I went ahead and grabbed them this year because they only had like 6 left, and I thought, well, I better get them. They were 50% off. It seems weird to be buying Christmas stuff already, but so I got them for $6. I spent $16 in there, which is not much at all. And then I got these because I thought I would get them to use for the strings on tags. I generally don't use this. I'm sure I have, in fact, I know I have thicker and better stuff, but sometimes this is nice to, you can layer with it and stuff. And then I saw this. I went down the ribbon aisle and I saw this one, which is, whoops, my husband just walked in the door. Crash, bang, boom. I'm going to try to open this. Of course, I don't know where my craft knife is, which is kind of dangerous. So, I do have a pair of scissors. I got to get, this is the weekend that I am getting this cleaned off. And by this, I'm talking about my island. It doesn't have a ton of stuff on it. It's just messy. Anyway, so here is that ribbon. Isn't that cute? Let me see. I think it'll show up better. So, and I don't have any big gingerbread plans. As far as, I'm more into snowmen than gingerbreads. So, but this was 50% off of $2.99. And then I grabbed these with tags in my mind, and I might have already gotten them, but I don't remember seeing them. My goodness sakes. I don't remember seeing them, so I went ahead and got them. I like to put just some little elements on my tags and stuff, and it, you can put anything on. And then I got these. I had these out last weekend when my granddaughter was here, and I think we've used them before, but I had the Halloween ones out, and we told her, because they're very juicy, and I told her, now don't put them on your hands, because she wanted to stick her hands on them, and then look, her fingers. And I was worried because they were so juicy that she would get it on her clothes, and she had a pretty dress on that her Aunt Sydney got her, and it's so pretty on her. So I had, this is the way my life is. So I happen to have a bunch of leftover index cards from the index card Halloween album that I'm working on. And so I grabbed those and I said, well, let's stamp on these. And she had so much fun, and she was so good about, you gotta watch her because she'll try to sneak in, and I was like, don't stamp on yourself, and I always caution her, make sure you put the lid back on so it doesn't dry out. And then my husband comes trotting in and he says, oh, Ember, stamp my hand. And he sticks his hand out, and she looks at me, and she looks at him, and she wasn't going to do it. And I said, okay, it's okay to stamp Grandpa's hand. But that's Grandpa. He's all play. So anyway, I do like to pick these up. Now, Halloween ones that I got at Michael's. Here I just did a big rant at about Michael's. Were a little bit different, and these are really juicy. And I think I bought 2 bags because I was going to give. I had plans of doing some stuff with the kids, and I keep forgetting Halloween's not over yet, so I can still do stuff with them if we go to their house before Halloween or on Halloween or whatever. So anyway, you guys, that is it. I'm sure my continued saga nightmare with Michael's will continue. I'm just about to the point where I don't want to shop there anymore. And I don't shop there that often, but it just always seems to be a nightmare. So anyway, I will see you guys in my next video, which should definitely be a crafty one. So I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. Sorry this is a little bit long. I had a lot of chat and a lot of ranting, so I appreciate you if you've stuck around to listen to it. Just venting. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.